Thank you, Lieutenant Penrod. Okay. Please, certificate of appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings.
Greetings!
I didn't know that was coming. To Janie Almendaris.
Very good.
That good?
Yes.
By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to you for your unselfish, your faithful, and dedicated assistance during the naval service of your husband. Your unfailing support and understanding have helped immeasurably to make possible your husband's decision to continue a naval career, given this 28th day of September, 2022, signed by me.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahoney.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate
Woo!
it. Okay. All right, attention oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Do you have anything to say to the group before we start the oath? Or you want? Okay. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations. More paperwork. Okay, certificate of reenlistment. To all who shall see these presents, greetings.
Greetings!
Know ye that by the authority vested in me, I do hereby reenlist ITCM William Coston in the United States Navy, having solemnly sworn to support, defend, and bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, to obey the orders of the President of the United States and all superiors, and to abide by the rules and regulations prescribed under naval law and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. The enlistee is thus entitled to all honors, courtesies, and privileges according to naval law, custom, and tradition, solemnly sworn to me on this day of 28 September 2022, signed by me. All right. Do we have any more? I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the difference in all those pictures. They probably look the same in the same white folder. Mast Chief at ease. Hopefully you guys are at ease here. At ease. Mast Chief Coston, Janie have been with us for quite a while. We really appreciate all your support. For sure, the better half. I think we both agree, right? A true professional in Mast Chief Coston has kind of answered the bell on a number of different levels, from an SCL to a CMC to a technical expert in IT. Really, jack of all trades and really master of a lot of them too. Has been a confidant, a close confidant for all of you all, and it's been really valuable. He's been a close confidant of mine as well, both in the deputy position and the Commodore position, and I'm truly grateful for that. Just a really easy guy to talk to. I think most of you, if not all of you guys, would agree, and one who is an active listener, which I think we can all learn from. Mast Chief Coston typically, when talking to him, he listens to understand. He doesn't listen to respond, which is really nice, because sometimes you just don't need a response. You just need somebody to listen, and Mast Chief is really good at that. And Mast Chief, the list goes on. I could probably tell you a lot of things that he's really good at, but I don't want to get him too embarrassed up here. but I'll suffice it to say that we are so grateful, not just for your service, but the fact that you're re-enlisting and continuing to serve, and that's huge. And I think really it's just going to make our Navy better, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything you've done and that you keep doing. Thank you so much for being there for him and being that supportive network. you guys are going to do great things. It's just not your farewell yet, but you guys are going to do great things when you go to Tennessee, and it's going to be fantastic. I promise.
Yes, I've been
heard
hearing
nothing but awesome things on
Yes.
everybody who goes there. So more of that later when we farewell you. But thank you, and thanks for re-enlisting. Really appreciate that. Over to you.
So first I would like to say thank you to Commodore. I became a better leader being here. You challenged me in so many ways. I know before I came in your office I had to do my homework, and I picked up reading. I have a lot of books now because I know when I come in there I have to have some type of intelligence and be able to speak. So I said thank you, I'm a better leader because of you. And I would like to say to the staff, I really didn't think about how many re-enlistments that I've done until CMC brought to the table. And I went back and I count, this makes my 6th re-enlistment in the Navy. And then I was told I need to find a place to actually re-enlist. And then Lieutenant Commander Salazar, she came up, she said, why don't you do it in front of the flagpole? And then, Chap said this morning, this is very meaningful, and it basically fits my personality and my character, and the reason I serve is because of people. One of the sailors, said to me this morning, I don't want to call her out, but I was thinking on what is something that the Commodore said, and she said, Master Chief, this remind me of you, and she said it was because Henry Ford, and it basically touched me. And she said, it says, if there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. So I would like to tell her thank you. And I did that with IT-1 Shepherd too. When he first came here, I know everybody didn't really understand my type of leadership, but I saw something else in him. I knew his history, and I would like to say I'm a very humble person. I know Commodore said I'm a jack of all trades, but I couldn't done anything I did here without the support of each and every one of you. Staff has really been humbling to me. When I first got here, I didn't have a second class here. I literally had to go to the ship and ask like E4 and below, I need assistance because I didn't have anyone. And I was so used to being in the Navy, like 20 some years of, I had to look, hey, E4, or hey, IT2, IT3, do this for me. And I turn around, I didn't have anybody. So I literally had to go to the ship and say, I need y'all support. And the sailors, by me doing that, they helped me out a lot. And that's why I'm standing here today and successful. So I tell, I learned a lot from IT1, so I said thank you. This re-enlistment is very, it's different. Because now I'm not re-enlisted because I have to. I'm re-enlisted because I want to, and I'm proud to be re-enlisted. I gain a different perspective on staff. I learned that, Commodore always talk about history and the meaning behind why we're doing things. And sometimes we need to refocus and think about the reason why we're doing things. And that right there, being here, I can say this is going to be staff is one of my best commands. I learned a lot here. It was very challenging, but I can say that I believe that we're one of the best Dedrons because each and every one of you, and I learned from each and every one of you, especially the officers. I want to name everyone, but one in particular. Lieutenant Commander Gillis back there. What I learned from her is, I know when we went to the table and we did some things, but she's very passionate. I mean, very passionate about sailors. She's very passionate about their rewarding them for whatever job they get done, no matter what it is. I don't care if you TAD, I don't care if you come from another strike group. If they come here and do work, she wants to recognize them. And I usually go back to my office and I said that's a good quality, to see in people, because everyone who might work, but everyone needs to pat on the back sometimes and say the job is well done. So again, I'm ready for this journey. I'm Reenlistment because not because I have to, I want to, but this is my wife and I first time we're gonna do a PCS together. So I'm ready to take this next journey with her. And what I learned here too, I'm a very serious person. And from each one of y'all taught me that you can be serious and get the work done, but also there is another aspect, that's family. Taking that time to work and enjoy family. And I didn't really learn that until I got here. And I really learned that with each one of y'all. Y'all see me serious. QMC always taking the pictures. I'm a very serious person. But I admire each and every one of y'all. I took qualities from everyone. Everybody here I took qualities from, and I take that with me when I go to Militant. I told my wife I hopefully I can adapt to that culture. I'm a fleet sailor. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the right, and I'm always gonna be true to myself no matter what. So hopefully I can go there and I can make a change better for the Navy. But I'm gonna actually be myself. Nothing's gonna ever change that. I told myself when I get to this position, it's going to be all about change, and it's going to be about sailors, and that's what I'm going to bring to the table when I go there. And hopefully they can accept me. If not, we'll see. Maybe
They
I can
will.
carry on.
They will.
But thank y'all. Thank you, sir. And
Yes.
They've already been warned.
I'm ready for my next journey.
Yes.
Woo!
Woo!
So truly a model of humility, obviously, is every time he opens his mouth, I'm not surprised by just how humble of a guy you are. We can all learn from you too, and we really truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the dynamic duo, all the long drives to El Centro, and in the long hours. There were times I had to force you out of the office. You never brought me lunch. Those awesome lunches you made him. I won't forget that. I'm kidding.
Can I mention one more thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want to take too long. But I have to say this about the N16 at hold on, I can get emotional.
It's okay.
Emotion makes you real.
At one point, I am I'm a IT. So at one point when I had to step in and be the CMC from squadron, I used to go home and tell my wife that I felt like that I was letting them down. But I really learned something, and what I learned is that you gotta trust in individuals. You gotta believe in them. You gotta move yourself out of the way. Sometimes leaders I didn't want, IT1 at the first. I thought when we do the department sinks, I was like, that had to be me. I'm the master chief, and I remember Lieutenant Commander Carlin was like, IT1 is gonna, IT2 at the time was gonna go in. I was like, that should be me. But it took, the chief mess came to me and said, you know what, you gotta move yourself out of the way. And they talked to me, and what I realized once I moved myself out of the way and I shared that knowledge, they was very successful. And then CMC came in there and she made me realize, true success is what happens when you leave.
Yes.
So I know that when I leave, that N6 is going to be successful because I shared all my knowledge. I gave them everything. And sometimes IT1 and them came to me and was like, do you remember how to do this? I said, well, I'm kind of rusty now because I gave them all the knowledge that I had. So I appreciate them. I just want them to know that I'm successful because of you guys. Y'all gave me that opportunity. If y'all didn't work hard, I wouldn't be able to concentrate at the level I was to be able to concentrate and do, the CMC. Because it's not easy. It's not easy, being a CMC. And one thing they told me is because you become a servant. You become a servant to people. you try to find, you look at all these different things and you try to find ways to make it better. So I hope all my actions here, that y'all can see that I was really trying to make it better. So when I leave, that we can carry on, and hopefully everything that we started here will be able to carry on long after I'm gone. And I'm done now.
This is your floor.
Yes, sir.
You can go on as long as
So
you want.
that's all I had to say. Thank you to everyone, and I appreciate y'all being out here taking this. I know we got a lot of work going on. I know it's a lot of things we got to do. So I really appreciate y'all coming out here to celebrate this moment with me. So thank you.
Please come up so we can all congratulate you. So please join me in Congo line of congratulating them on the reenlistment. Thank you.